taqwa. They are the people Allah describes them. The first quality they have is that their belief in the unseen. So we as Muslims, we believe in a massive unseen world. Okay, so Allah is in the unseen world. The malaika, the angels are in the unseen world. There's the whole, there's a system that's all around us. We don't see the two angels sitting here right now. They're in the unseen world. Every human that is born gets one devil and one angel appointed to them. That's in the unseen world. So when we get bad thoughts, it's coming from the devil. When you're getting good thoughts, it's coming from the angel within us.
The qareen, would you call it the qareen?
Some has described as the qareen. But the thing is here is that the protection that we get is all in the ghaib. It's in the unseen world. So if I'm protected, I could be sitting here. I don't see anything moving physically around me. But there's an unseen protection around me which Allah gives. Now that could be like in certain ahadith, it's mentioned that if you read Ayatul Kursi before you go to sleep, then there's going to be an angel appointed to protect you throughout the night. So now I'm sleeping here, I don't see the angel, and I don't need to see anything physical in front of me. But that angel is there to ward off any evil that comes towards me. And like that, there are so many, like the famous hadith of hadith in Bukhari, where now we go into a physical protection. Let me give you one example of physical protection. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu is in charge of the Malu Ghanima. And you know, there's the booty that he's in charge of to look after it. And then a thief comes and tries to steal from it. And Abu Hurairah grabs hold of him and says, I'm going to take you to the Prophet ﷺ. And he says, don't, I won't come back again. The second day, the second night, the exact same thing happens again. He grabs a hold of him and he said, please just let me go, I won't come back again. The third night, he says, no, today there's no letting go. So he drags him and he said, look, I'll teach you something. If you say it, you'll never have your possession ever stolen. If you read this, what is that? And he said, read Ayatul Kursi. Right? So the Abu Hurairah went to the Prophet ﷺ and narrated all of that. And the Prophet ﷺ said, he described it, he said this man came and he gave the description. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Sadaqal kadhub. The one who lies a lot on this occasion told the truth. And then he said that was shaitan. Right? And the hadith of Bukhari. And what we find here is that the hadith is teaching us you want to protect wealth. So you read Ayatul Kursi and your wealth, physical wealth is protected from the devil because you read it.
SubhanAllah. So these are the various means. So I guess reciting Ayatul Kursi is a means of protecting yourself. What are the other means as a Muslim can...
So this Ayatul Kursi is just one form. The main form of protection that we gain from Allah Azza wa Jal is that we have to do our salah. A lot of Muslims don't understand this. A lot of Muslims are like, you know, there's a jinn, there's sihr, there's evil eye. So I've got to go to someone, and then after that, you know, I'm protected. But they're not doing the salah. So what is salah? Salah is that I am now standing in front of Allah and I'm remembering Him. So I'm saying Allah, first I'm obeying Him. So that obedience, and the obedience is loyalty. In exchange of the loyalty, there is a relationship that Allah forms with, that Allah allows me to be close to Him. And in that, what it is the major thing, which a lot of people think dhikr is when you got a sibha in your hand or when you're doing it on your fingers, they think that's dhikr. Dhikr is in every single form of worship we have. So in salah, we're told, Allah said in the Surah Taha, وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِ. Establish your prayers to remember me. The Quran says, Inna salata tanha an al-fahsha'i wal-munkar. The salah will save you from evil and from obscenity. But then Allah says, وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. In that ayah, in Surah number 29, ayah number 45, Allah says, وَلَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ. The dhikr of the remembrance of Allah is greater. Why? Because the dhikr in salah is the greatest thing that I will have. So when I'm thinking of Allah, Allah is watching me, and I'm saying Allahu Akbar, Subhanakallah, and Surah Fatiha, and Ruku and Sujood, I'm thinking of Allah.
The whole salah is dhikr.
The whole salah is dhikr, from beginning to the end.
Allahu Akbar is dhikr.
That's it. For all the way to Assalamu alaikum, is the dhikr. Now that dhikr that I've just done gets me the ma'iyya with Allah. It's the to be with Allah. Because Allah has said, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. You remember me, I'll remember you. Which means, and the ulama have said, what does it mean that Allah remembers us? Because Allah always knows us, so He never forgets us. So what does it mean that He remembers? It means Allah will now give you a specific and a special attention. Right? And that is the form, that is the basis of the form of protection we have, is the 5 daily prayers.
What a relationship to build. How beautiful.
That's right. So in that, the khushu and the devotion we have is a huge element of getting this protection.